Oops. Hi everyone. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my face cam. I'm Multi Apples, and I'm bringing you another live stream. And today we will be playing some MLB The Show 22. So yeah, let me just go ahead and make sure Nightbot is working. It should be. I'm wearing my Real Madrid jersey today. Let's go ahead and play the next game. Let's work on the two-seam fast break for the two-seam. You can go ahead and simulate that appearance because I want to play against Atlanta. Oh, shoot, I did not mean to simulate against Philadelphia either. Let me mute my mic for a second. Hold on. Okay, so Nightbot is working, which is good. So far, so good, y'all. Let's get this party started. Shoot. We missed there. Hopefully, we can get Pittsburgh our 70th win of the season. So I know the World Series is going on. It's Philadelphia Phillies versus the Houston Astros in the 2022 World Series, and it's currently tied at 1 apiece. So yeah, let me know who you think will win the World Series, the 2022 World Series. And if you're watching this after the 2022 World Series ended, what World Series is coming up next? What year and who's playing in it, if you know? And if you don't know, let me know who you think will win that year's World Series. I don't know when you're watching this. For all I know, you could be watching this in 2027. Or it could be tomorrow and it's still 2022. Either way, thank you for watching. Baseball is my favorite sport. And then it would be soccer. And then it would be basketball. And then American football. But I don't really have, I would say I don't really have a least favorite sport. I do watch, I think, cricket the least because that's I've looked at a video multiple times on the rules of cricket and I somehow still don't understand it. But I'm sure if I would watch that, and cricket doesn't really come on here in the US. Although I do have ESPN Plus, so should look at it when I have the time. There we go. There's a strikeout. See if the curveball will stay in the zone. Hopefully it will. It did not. And that is A-OK. It's a 2-0 count. Now we tied it up at 2-2. Went to a football game this past Saturday. It was a NCAA Division One FBS game. So Arkansas State play against South Alabama, and I was rooting for South Alabama because I don't think the University of Arkansas was playing um, a home game. I'm not entirely sure if they were, but and Arkansas State's the rival of the college that I went to, the University of Arkansas Little Rock. So it's Arkansas State University versus the University of South Alabama, and I was rooting for the South Alabama Jaguars to defeat the Arkansas State Red Wolves. And South Alabama won. That should be an out. Thankfully it is. That's going to get caught. Got some drinks for me because I know I will get thirsty. Today I got some Icelandic Glacial Natural Spring water. I really love this brand. I've started drinking it recently. So, give me a moment. I will pause the game. uh, I have some Perrier water, 0 calories as well. Yep. And then I have some Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar with me as well. Caught, thankfully. Yeah, I missed the zone, unfortunately. I love attending sporting events. Alright, another out. I've been to, hold on, let me count. I've been to 3 NBA games, 2 Division I FBS NCAA football games, uh, 3 Division I men's college basketball games, 2 Division I baseball games, and all NCAA, and 2 Division I women's basketball games as well. I've been to I've been to 3 Major League Baseball games, 1 La Liga game in Spain. Been to Real Madrid play. I've been to an NXT taping, WWE NXT. I've been to 3 SmackDown tapings and 1 WWE Saturday Morning Slam taping when they were filming that. And I've been to 2 NFL games. . And of course, I've been to high school basketball and football games as well. Excuse me, as well. Here in Arkansas. Actually, at all levels. Because I played sports growing up. Not all in high school, but let's see. What's for those of you watching? What sporting events have you been to? Ah, shoot, we gave up a home run. That's a good hit, though. I'll admit that. There's a quick out. Still a change up here. I attend. I I've attended an NFL game in Houston and another NFL game in Dallas. Been to an NBA game in Oklahoma City, in Orlando, and in Dallas. Been to two NHL games, both in Dallas. Been to a college football game in North Carolina. I went to see Duke University play against NC State University, North Carolina State University. Russell Westbrook was playing for them. Not Russell Westbrook, Russell Wilson. And then I went to see in Jonesboro. I went to see Arkansas State versus South Alabama. And all of the Division One basketball games I attended are here in Little Rock. Same with baseball. I've been to two AA baseball games, and uh, both in North Little Rock. Okay, so far so good. I've been to a Major League Baseball game in Tampa, Boston, and Chicago. And both Major League Soccer games I've been to are in Dallas. And the La Liga game I went to was in um, Madrid, Spain. It's the only sporting event I've been to outside of the U.S. And both SmackDown X and that single Saturday Morning Slam event was in North Little Rock, Arkansas. Dang it, that's a hit. There we go. I'm gonna have some of my water right now. I'd actually like to go to an Eredivisie game, which is the top level of Dutch football or Dutch soccer, basically. Dutch soccer. I would love to see Ajax Amsterdam play. I'd also love to see a soccer game in France. I'd like to see what a Liga game. I'd love to see PSG play, and I'd love to see a Premier League game in London. I'd love to see Chelsea FC play. And I'd actually like to go to Portugal to see a Liga NOS game and see CS Maritimo play. Um, I want to go to England as well to see either the Harlequins or London Irish play in a Premiership rugby game. And I'd love to go anywhere in the West Indies to see a cricket game. I want to go to Australia. If I were, there are two sporting events that happen in Australia that I like. Well, that's another home run. There's National Rugby League game. I'd like to see the South Sydney Rabbitohs, and I'd like to see an Australian rules football game, an AFL game um in Brisbane to see the Brisbane Lions. And I've been to an Arena Football 2 game. That was the developmental league for the Arena Football League, but the Arena Football League sadly went out of business back in 2019. Sorry for showing any offensive team names and logos, by the way. We're 18-3 so far. We have a 1.34 ERA. That's really our third highest and third lowest ERA. 316 strikeouts. That's our second fewest strikeouts in the season. ERA is third highest and third lowest in a single season for us. I have 6 complete games, which is the most amount of complete games I have in a single season. I'm tied for most shutouts in a single season for my player, and I have 208 innings pitched. Let's do the knuckleball velocity. Yeah, we can play against St. Louis. And I went to a WNBA game in Los Angeles in 2009 to see the Los Angeles Sparks and the Connecticut Sun play. But I want to go to I want to go to another WNBA game next year. They're 72-68. Not sure where I have 2 places in mind. I would really like to go to Seattle to see a WNBA game because I've never been to the Pacific Northwest, and like the Northwest is the only region of the U.S. I've not been to. And if not Seattle, then I'd like to go to Las Vegas. I have been to the Southwest though. I went to Arizona a few years ago. Oh, I forgot. I've actually went to four NBA games, not three. I also went to an NBA game in Phoenix, Arizona, to see the Phoenix Suns play. Don't remember who they were playing. Love to see a EuroLeague game, which is the highest level of professional basketball outside of the NBA. Of course, I'd love to see a women's soccer game as well, in a variety of different countries. I like traveling in general, but that's just me. Went to the UK last month, and I wanted to see a rugby game, but it was for some reason they didn't have a Premiership rugby game that week. Uh, Back in September. I think St. Louis may be the most played team I faced in the road to show. There we go. Remember, some places I really enjoyed. I enjoyed Stockholm, Sweden. I went to see a museum to see how they lived in the 17th and 18th century, and I really love the ABBA Museum, which is for this famous Swedish music group that won Eurovision. Well, I love to go to several men's and women's tennis events as well, and a professional bowling event. I love to go, and that's what I enjoyed in Sweden, Stockholm, really, and the bus tour. I was really only there for 3 full days. And I'm gonna mute my mic and turn off my face cam now.
It's going to dart out of the zone at the very last moment, but that was about as hittable as knuckleballs can get, and he was frozen.
Here we go, guys.
And he deals. And a foul ball. And down the lefty. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. And that lands in no man.
Alright, I'm gonna be back to talking actually. See, in Sweden, in Australia, I went to the Sydney Opera House for like 10 minutes. I didn't get to see much of it, but I did walk around Sydney and Brisbane, and that's all pretty much the things I can remember from Sydney and Brisbane. And it's like going to a park, but I enjoyed it. Love Trinidad and Tobago. Love going to the beaches there. I love soca music, which is a genre of Caribbean music invented in Trinidad and Tobago. So I also love Christian and hip hop slash rap. Let's see. I just had layovers in Belgium and Brussels, or Brussels, Belgium, um, and in Barbados, Bridgetown, Barbados. Let's see, I love going to France and Monaco earlier this year. Monaco is very hilly, which I'm surprised it was. So I was really warm there, really hot, really out of shape, and really tired. France, I love Disneyland Paris. And I went to the Eiffel Tower. I love that. Did a walking. I did a walking tour in um Paris as well. Really enjoyed that. A walking tour. They just took you around Paris and uh just teach you about like the history of the city and different places. I did that same tour in Madrid, and that was uh really good. A really good walking tour. The bus tour is similar. It's the exact same thing as a walking tour. You're just on a bus, and I did that in Sweden, New York City, and Oxford, UK, which I loved all those places. I don't really remember what much of what I did in London last year. I know I uploaded a video of photos I took, so I definitely have to go back and look through that. In Madrid, I went to La Liga game. I went to different museums. I remember now. In London, I went to a science museum and like a couple of history museums as well. Did that in Madrid, and in Gibraltar, I took a bus tour in Gibraltar when I went there. I really love Gibraltar. I'd like to live there if I could, but I would probably need to get into shape because that's also very hilly. It's kind of like a big rock. For those of you that don't know what it is. But it's just a day tour. In France, when I went to Paris, I went to Paris and Nice. And in Nice, I just mainly visited the beaches. Monaco, we just walked around in Monaco because Monaco's not that big. So I went to see the Royal Palace. I think that's what's it called. A very nice place. Would recommend you go to Monaco. That's gonna be late. In Paris, I know for sure I went to a balloon museum. That was very fun. They had a ball pit in there, from what I remember, and me and my family went there, and that was very one of the best parts. Uh, we went to a an art museum as well. I love the art museum. I like looking at different art from like Mesopotamia and ancient Rome and ancient Greece and ancient China as well, and ancient Egypt. Ah, shoot. Let's get the strikeout here. Ah, shoot, he popped it up. But luckily, that's gonna get caught. Nope. Turns out he dropped it, or it was hit the ground first. Okay, top of the seventh now. Remember when I went to Honolulu, Hawaii a few years ago? I also went to an art museum there that also had some art from the regions I mentioned in Paris. In the Paris Art Museum. Went to a luau, and I went to spend a day on the beach as well. Yeah, I heard some due to environmental issues. I don't think people in Hawaii want people to come. So I think that's it. I'm not entirely sure. I could be wrong, and feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. How was that outside of the zone? Or how's that a ball essentially? That's that fastball. And there's another strikeout. How many strikeouts is that for us now this game? We have 11 strikeouts actually. That's good. All right, that's good. That's an out. We should be heading into the ninth inning if we can manage to get the out here. If not, they'll probably take us out of the game. There we go. That's the stuff. Now, if we give up a run, we'll lose the lead, unfortunately. Actually, a little hesitant to throw the curveball inside the zone. There we go. That's a strikeout. Two more batters to face before we end the inning and get a shutout victory. And well, just a shutout victory. Oh yeah, it won't be a perfect game because we gave up some hits, which is unfortunate. Let me mute my mic really quick. Hold on.
In the ninth. Swings and misses. And that is strike two. Liner caught at second. So two down now, and here is Luis Toribio. And that's in there for strike one. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Next offering is in for a strike. Out to short. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Pirates get a shutout on the mound.
Terrific job in this game. He scattered two hits and pretty dominant. Efficient with his pitch count. Got himself all the way to the finish line and finished where he started.
1-0 the final. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Here now is our final line score tonight. For the victorious Pirates, 1 run on 6 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For St. Louis, no runs on only 2 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 20 minutes. Tonight's paid attention.